And here we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Three Nerd Podcast. You have your hosts, ArticJay Moonlight Shimmer. We've also got Rivet Rose, Runny, and Dragon Rider.
You may call me John.
That's awkward now. Thanks a lot, John.
Hi.
Sorry. My throat just acted up all of a sudden.
All right. So, to start this one off, we may have a laser show up later. I don't know where he is, or if he just died in a ditch somewhere or something, but kind of really hoping that's not that one, because, you know, a dead laser in a ditch would be very unfortunate. So, Cosmic Latte. Cosmic Latte, goddamn, is the name given to the average color of the universe. It was found by a team of astronomers at Johns Hopkins University, and they basically voted on a bunch of names to come up with what they were going to call the slightly beigeish white that the universe is as a cosmic average. If you want to know the hex triplet value, that would be FFF8E7. That color is Cosmic Latte. There was many names suggested for it, but the person who got whose name won was Peter Drum. The option for names was Cosmic Latte, Cappuccino Cosmico, Big Bang Buff, Cosmic Cream, Astronomer Green, Astronomer Almond,
No.
Skyvery.
Why?
Skyvery, that
Big,
was awesome. That would have been cool.
Cosmic Khaki, or Primordial Clam Chowder, which got 4 votes.
Primordial clam chowder, that's my favorite. What color is your universe? Primordial clam chowder.
Primordial clam shower. Sounds amazing.
Okay. Clam chowder is the universe.
Yes. I love this. Technically, Cappuccino Cosmico won, but they decided to go with Cosmic Latte because both of them were suggested by the same person, and they liked Cosmic Latte more after they started considering it afterwards.
But that's still stupid.
Cosmic cream.
I like
Well,
Cosmic Cream. Cosmic Cream's funny.
Yeah, Cosmic cream is funny. So is Cosmic clam chowder.
Well, their thought for it is latteo means milky in Italian, and so they figured Cosmic Latte or Cosmic Milky because of the Milky Way.
That's still dumb.
So we're just the cream in the cosmic coffee of the universe. Good to know.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
We're all just tiny little specks in the creamer in God's cup of coffee.
Oh god.
God's cup of cosmic coffee.
Was no. Okay, no, but so the problem is, as someone who actually went and looked up the color, it's a boring ass color. So when you give it a really fancy name like Cosmic Latte, you are given a false sense of hope that it's going to be an interesting color. And all you get is disappointment because it's an ugly color.
Sounds about right. The universe disappointing you? That sounds about right.
Hey. Story of my life, man.
Cosmic cream does sound like a pony.
Oh god, please no.
Someone needs to make an OC named Cosmic Cream now. It has like an ethereal
I'll do that.
ethereal universe main.
Wait, we need Earth and the Cosmic Cream.
No, my name. You call me.
This is such riveting conversation.
Oh yeah, such riveting conversation. Rose, go ahead and take it away.
uh,
So, how about that weather, guys?
frantically searching for something to talk about.
Okay, slightly as a joke, but not really. Weather has been crazy lately.
It has. It's been freezing down here in Texas. Like we just had an ice storm, and then we're supposed to have another ice storm next week.
Oh, the grief! We just went in 1 week from -2 to 50 degrees.
Yeah, it's getting down into the 20s in the middle of the Texas slumps.
It's ridiculous.
It is. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong, but it's ridiculous.
I'd rather take the heat and go home.
I'd rather take the cold because I am literally a human furnace. So it's easier for me to get warm than it is for me to cool off.
I'm a human icicle. Get over here.
I'm a real chain. I'm a fireball. Come over here, Spiky. What? Come over here, Spiky.
All right. So, fucking hell.
Top of the morning to you, laddies.
Top of the morning to you, laddies. My name is Jack Spadaisy.
But I. Oh, I have something funny. It's slightly politics related, but I thought it was funny. So I apologize for the politics.
Is it about how Kim Jong-un nuked one of his missiled one of his own cities?
No, but I did not hear that one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't hear that? Kim Jong-un tried to fire a missile, and it ended up destroying one of his own cities.
Oh, that's just... No. What makes that the best? Hold on. I have to find the video and then link it. Freaking, who here watches Pymations?
Me?
I do.
Have you seen Pymation's newest video, Suction Cup Man 2?
I have not.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Suction Cup bands yet.
Oh, yeah.
Now you see where I'm going with that. Right?
It was a good video.
Literally, Suction Cup Man brings down...
Hey, you get off of my missile! Get the fuck off of my missile!
Okay, so what I was gonna say is I saw this video earlier. It was like, it's our lovely President Donald Trump, and he was saying about how these are his words, not mine. Some states make it legal for a baby to be born from his or her mother's womb at 9 months. That needs to end.
What?
Yes. Trump is basically saying that babies should not be born at 9 months. It should be illegal.
It has to be a typo or something.
No, it wasn't a typo. It was the video. I saw him say it. People were arguing over whether he said abort or not. He very clearly said born. He may have meant abort or something, but there's no states that have that law that allow that to happen. So nobody really knows what the hell he's saying.
Aw. Weird. And the internet was basically saying, how do
you think your children came into existence?
Oh.
Oh, did
He
you
must
hear
have
about?
believed the whole stork story.
There you go.
Did you hear about the the Tesla car, self-driving car that ended up getting in a crash?
Nice. 10 out of 10.
There's
Best
a
car.
uh, it was a Tesla Model S, and the person was driving had it on like the autopilot feature, and it ended up running into the back of a fire truck that was parked in the road because of another crash.
No.
Well,
Anybody get hurt?
Uh, uh, the writer said the car caused him serious injury and is now suing GM.
Good.
GM has alleged the motorist was at fault,
Uh-oh.
which I can kind of see why. Like, if I were to have a car that have like an like the what do they call it? Uh, the autopilot mode or whatever, and I saw a crash up ahead, and fire truck saw, I probably would have just switched it back to manual and stopped myself.
Well,
It's kind of his fault for leaving it in autopilot mode.
Well, the point of the autopilot is it's supposed to detect stuff.
Yes, but the thing is, it didn't detect the fire truck that was parked abnormally in the road, and it ran into the back of it.
Somebody could argue that that is the program's fault.
Well, it may not have been set up to detect something like that, but it's still kind of the guy's fault for letting it happen. Like, this technology is still relatively new.
Yeah,
It's not like if it had been perfected or whatever, and it was widely used, and this happened. Yeah, I can see it's the fault of the GM or whoever created it or implemented it. But in this case, it's kind of the other way around. Like, it's not really very widespread. There's a huge room for a margin of error, and it's kind of his fault for just taking it back and putting all his trust into it when he should know, that it's still relatively new technology, more widely untested. You still need to be on edge with new technology. Like, he was probably sitting there looking on his phone or something while it was going, not paying any attention whatsoever.
Or how about we just not have self-driving cars and be done with it? There's an idea.
Well, that's the thing. That's the problem with self-driving cars is they're not really completely safe until every car is a self-driving car, until it's spread to everything.
And even then,
That's the problem with it. In order for it to be feasible, it has to be rolled out en masse. So, like, they would probably have to do something like start rolling out cars that have the equipment and all that stuff in them, but not use them until there's enough of the cars out there on the road that it's plausible to be used. But that's costs a lot of time and money and is likely not going to happen.
Well, oh gosh.
Have you heard about how crypto miners are driving up the prices of graphics cards.
Oh my gosh, everyone's been going on about that to the point like Nvidia like specifically said to stop selling the stuff directly. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because of all these crypto miners buying up all the graphics cards, retailers have been doubling and tripling the prices of them because of the lower stocks. People are literally buying these graphics cards en masse and just building like actual warehouses full of mining rigs just to mine cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
Like in China, there's literally a warehouse filled wall to wall with just mining rigs over and over with like 5 or 6 graphics cards each.
Yeah.
Mining.
But all of that's going down. I know Bitcoin went down to, I think it was less than 10,000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's the problem with the cryptocurrency. It's volatile, but they build these rigs and mine. They build all these massive mining operations and mine just absolute crap tons of bitcoins. And then whenever the prices eventually go back up, they sell them off and it drives prices all back down. And they just keep mining and mining and mining. It's stupid.
You freaking snorted.
Nice revamp, Ronnie. I love it.
Thank you. It was done in like an hour. I'm sure if I dedicated like a day to it, it would be perfect. But
That's a true disappointed in all of us. Sorry. I can't.
I killed her. Yay!
Can I post it in the art channel on Red's thingy?
I'll do it. If I can find the server, it'd be great.
Trying to find a server, huh? Verge of Cerberus. Oh, did you see that Logan Paul uploaded today?
Oh,
I
did
don't
he now?
follow Logan Paul, so
I had someone else point it out. I don't think we should talk much about the video or anything else, like for a couple reasons, but I will post the title of it.
Wow.
wait, I want to see this.
See, even bringing up the name Logan Paul's making Moon's mother sick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh god. You know what I saw at Walmart yesterday?
Why?
I saw yesterday.
Why?
I was in.
Oh, sorry.
So yesterday I was at Walmart. Just shopping. I passed by like, they have the little, I'm sure you know, Jay, how they have those little like thing of like posters and all the little boards that you just like flip through. Like they got that. It's like a rack of frames that are all double sided, and they just have posters. They're like bound on one end, so you just like flip through them like a giant book or something. Well, as I was passing it at Walmart, I noticed the poster on the very end was a Jake Paul poster. And
nice.
I just felt myself just
You just feel a
Why does
little
this
bit of you
asshole have a
die.
poster at Walmart? Yeah, just a little bit. I just feel a little bit of me die. Like, why does this asshole have a poster at Walmart?
Okay, so but after the drama that he's already been through with this, why would you make a video about it? Just digging yourself a deeper hole.
Because I don't think he realizes where he screwed up.
No.
Mm-hmm.
The worst part is that his fans are defending him.
Well, of course. That's what obsessive fan bases do.
Mm-hmm.
Obsessive fan bases don't sit there and decide that their idol is a terrible person and just decide with everyone else who's going to point out the logical, what's wrong. No, obsessive fan bases sit there and defend their idol and go out of their way to excuse any wrong their idol may or may not do, saying that everything is perfectly fine and they did nothing wrong. What we have there is what's called a volatile, obsessive fan base who can't take a single moment to start rationalizing. And then most of them are so young that of course they're not going to notice. Most of them are so young that they're not going to care. They don't know any better. They don't have a reason to know better.
Dude, shortly after seeing this whole Logan Paul thing just blowing up, I even saw this thing on Twitter where there's this kid who posted a Twitter video saying that they he said something that is really messed up, like one of the most messed up things I've ever heard from a kid. He said that dead guy hanging should be lucky that he's in a Logan Paul vlog, because anyone would do anything to be in a Logan Paul vlog and all that. And I just wanted to take my belt off and whack him to death with my belt.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I just want to take my belt off and beat the shit out of him. If he
Yeah.
was my kid, I would not hesitate.
Oh yeah.
It reminds me of that mom who
Yes, that's
saw her kid in a gangster rally, and she pretty much beat the shit out of him on the way home. And it was all caught on video.
So yeah,
I just found a really great website.
What?
Not to mention fucked up.
Yeah, that is fun. That is really stupid and fucked up.
And again, I saw it shortly after I discovered the whole controversy. Around the time it started happening. So think about let that sink in for a bit. Like the moment that video popped up, so many people are already still sucking up.
Oh, I forgot to wake you up.
It's like, oh yeah, it's tragic that he committed suicide, but he should be lucky that he's in a Logan Paul vlog. Yeah, he should totally be lucky that he's in a video of an immature or jackass making fun of a corpse. Yeah. His own corpse. Yeah, yeah, he should definitely be lucky there. And it's not even...
Yeah, you should be lucky to be dead.
I mean, it's not even that long after when we discovered that there was like a compilation put together of his vlog in Japan that really started blowing this whole thing up. The shows, the many other things that he's done during his trip in Japan that was found utterly disrespectful. And I remember bringing this up at one point and just, why is he still getting views and subscribers? Oh yeah,
I remember I said it once before. I remember I said it once before, but I looked it up afterwards, and yeah, he did actually get kicked out of Japan and banned from the country.
Yeah.
because of all the stuff that he did.
Yeah, thank God for that. Am I right?
Yeah.
I can only just hope that that doesn't mean Japan decides to ban anyone from America from visiting because the least they
I
could do
don't
is
think they
understand
will.
that not everyone is like Logan Paul.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
don't think they will because they're not America.
America! Fuck yeah.
actually at this point, I'm not even trying to be a weeaboo. I'm just being legit here. At this point, Japan sounds like a very nice place to live in right now.
Woo!
Yeah. Even with all its problems, it still sounds like a lot nicer place to live than America.
Just about a majority of any other place, like the UK and
Mhm.
Australia. You know, but yeah.
I just found a website, floridaman.com. It's a collection of Florida Man headlines. Florida man attacks girlfriend with fried chicken.
Oh no, not this Florida man.
St.
Oh my gosh,
Petersburg.
really? The Florida man stuff again?
Yes, Florida man is hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what's in the water in Florida, but it's hilarious. A Florida man was arrested for after striking his girlfriend in the face with a piece of fried chicken. Florida man gets DUI after mistaking bank drive-thru for Taco Bell. Asks banker teller for burrito.
Oh my God! I just realized something. There was this other thing I heard, like about a couple weeks ago, that I found was just messed up.
What?
So I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with this whole thing in general called swatting, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Huh?
Then you probably have heard this story at one point. I really don't know if you guys talked about it in a previous podcast, but I saw this one article weeks ago that there was this swatting incident that ended up having an innocent man getting shot and killed.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, so as always, some kid decided to call the police, or rather the SWAT team on this one other gamer that I wouldn't be surprised if they were playing Call of Duty at the time, and he did just about your generic SWATter thing, tell them the location, all that, and this and that, and oh my God. The house the police went to wasn't even the house that belonged to the person the guy the target was, like, house. So basically, and he was young. He was young
Yeah.
too. He had no idea what the hell was going on. He was like, "Wait, why are the police here?" He opened the door and all of a sudden gets shot.
Yeah, he got shot outside.
Horrible.
Yeah, and again, he wasn't even the intentional victim. They had the wrong house. So,
Ooh.
I mean, I've been disgusted with swatters for the longest time, but this really crosses the line.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've been trying to constantly warn these swatters that it's only a matter of time before someone gets hurt or even killed. And look what just happened. Sorry, I get touchy with this stuff. It's just, I guess you could say it really grinds my gears.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what swatting was before. I googled it, and this makes me pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
not
most
only
common,
are you gonna
yeah, the most common
So
thing people do, like the most common excuse people use to swat someone, is that this kid keeps killing me in Call of Duty or some other online game. I'm gonna SWAT him. I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna call the police, say that there's a bomb threat or a hostage situation, or etc. in his place. Yeah, that'll show him.
And as someone who comes from a police and SWAT background, that enrages me.
Not right now. Not right
Because
Which
that
is a major, yeah, no, which is a major waste of
resources.
law enforcement
Yeah.
resources
Yeah,
that
like,
could
they
be
could be-
used much to actually keep the peace.
Yeah, like for all I know, at the by the time around the time they were raiding this poor kid's house, by the time they did that, for all I know, there was probably something that was a lot more important.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I want to happen?
Like for all I know, there's a possibility that there's a legit hostage situation going on, and they're being wasted on something else just because some kid online decided to have just because of some kid having a bad day online.
Yeah.
I mean, this was
Some
years ago,
little
but I even
ass
remember.
munch.
I also remember watching an Alpha Omega Sin rant. He's one of my favorite rant channels. He once did a rant about swatters where this one kid swatted at this girl because she wouldn't go out with him.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
the excuses these people have.
There's no excuse.
Okay.
They just don't understand consequences.
I can understand, like, it reminds me, like, the only legitimate excuse I can think of for swatting would be, like, the lady who called 911 ordering a pizza. But the 911 operator was very quickly able to figure out that she was disguising her call because her boyfriend was physically abusive and drunk. So what she did is she pretended to order a pizza, and the 911 operator managed to figure out that she actually needed help.
Mm-hmm.
And was able to send police to her location. And if somebody did something similar like that for swatting, that makes sense to me. But calling because you can't get laid, now that's a personal issue you need to solve with Viagra. Or certain online websites. Shut up, Gunther.
Oh my god. Oh, hey, Caleb.
But still.
But yeah, it really is.
Go for
like,
it.
I mean, the internet has porn for a reason.
Exactly.
What?
Yeah.
Just because you can't get laid doesn't mean you get to call the fire department, SWAT, whatever the hell you want.
Mm-hmm.
And target this innocent woman.
People are just weirdos.
Yeah, first they get mad at law enforcement for doing their job, then they make law enforcement do their job too much.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
can you imagine how ironic this is turning out to be?
Mm-hmm.
I do my job.
Shut up, Gunther.
Yeah.
So, how about that local sports ball game?
Wait, what? Who plays sports ball anymore? Seriously,
how-
I prefer. Wait, what?
So how about them Lakers?
I prefer hand egg.
Who the fuck are the Lakers again?
Who plays sports ball anymore? It's all
right?
hand egg now.
Did you just say we were a baseball team?
Her face is a baseball team. Oh!
Oh.
I'm not gonna get the air horn for that. That was kind of.
Da, 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 da.
I got a dab on all you.
Dabs.
No,
Yes.
no, Moon,
We
I
dab
like
on
dabbing.
everyone.
no, Moon. I'm
Dab on
getting,
everyone.
I'm getting the cross.
Yes, man.
Well, how are you going to get this across?
Hey!
I'm getting my Christian cross.
John's
I'm
trying
gonna
to get
perform
his
an exorcism on this.
Is there any other type of cross than Christian? Okay, take that back. I have a Tibetan cross tattooed on my arm.
There's a Catholic one, you know, with the little boys.
Boys,
Um,
That's not there when I'm talking about you.
I'm recording.
oh, boys.
Recording.
Your face is recording. Oh.
If it was, it would have broken the camera.
Oh.
No, mine already has.
He thinks so. So there's like maybe you need to stop listening.
Maybe you should stop stopping.
Oh,
I need to stop.
time to stop. Where the fuck are your parents? Not asking you. I don't want to know where your parents are, Gunther.
I don't have parents.
You're not Batman.
I want to be Batman.
I've gone through this conversation with my mother. I'm not going through it again with you. You are not Batman. Gunther, I'm going to throw this fork at you.
So Toys R Us is dying.
Oh, no, don't tell me that. I'm trying to get hired by Toys R Us.
Oh, they're dying.
So's Claire's. Claire's is like $2 billion in debt. That's all coming up, and that's supposed
I
to
need
be
a
next
drink.
year. Go to Grilby.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
No. Oh, by the way, Tide has released an announcement saying that they are no longer selling Tide Pods.
What?
Tide Pods will not be on the shelves after February 1st.
Well, good.
Hold on.
No, I like Tide Pods. They're
Almost
so much more
100
convenient than
people
actually
have-
Well, good. That's another dead meme. I rather it stay
Almost
dead.
100 people have called poison control from eating Tide Pods this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're stupid.
It's because people are
Natural
taking this
selection.
meme too seriously.
Natural selection.
That's why I'd rather that this be another dead meme.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I know. I can't wait for this stupid meme to die.
Yeah, I mean, come on, what the fuck?
There was only
over there.
one. There was only one thing I found that having to do with this that I actually like, and that is a single picture that I just linked in chat, and it is
saw that at the
adorable. Yes. Let me in your mouth if I can kill you.
I'm checking.
Oh, Moon just disappeared.
Hey, that tweet about the fact Tide discontinuing that is a fake. It's
Aw.
a fake.
The fake.
I
Yeah.
just when I saw that.
Sounds
on
about right.
Twitter.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Hang
I
on,
had
guys,
to
I'll be right back.
verify.
Well, I'm glad they're not. I'm glad they're not discontinuing.
But then
Because pods. When I do laundry,
I do too. They're squishy.
it's a lot easier than using detergent.
I like squishy.
Yeah, but
ones.
do you eat them or do you use them? That is the
No, I
question.
use
How do you
them. I don't
properly-
eat them. That's stupid.
How do you
I know.
properly utilize a Tide Pod? I mean, like, I like the idea of sticking it in my
Throw it
belly and letting it digest, and it
What?
cleans my clothing on the way out.
What?
What?
You have.
Are you okay?
You're concerning.
Okay.
I don't have a good answer.
Okay?
Yes.
Are you okay?
I don't think so.
Yeah, what's funny is I've had one of those little laundry pods. It wasn't a Tide Pod, it was one of those little laundry pods just sitting on my desk for like the longest time. Just because, for no reason. I kept planning on using it to wash my sheets, and then I always forgot it when I went to wash my sheets. And so it just sat there. I just sit there and just like play with it, like mess with it in my hands. Just kind of squeeze it a little and just kind of feel around it. And I don't know why, but I just liked it.
You need to be.
And I miss it now
You need to
because I actually did use it.
Plotting. Do you need to go that direction?
What?
I don't know. The way you kept describing how you were going to squish a Tide Pod. Getting a little.
No, I would just like no. I wouldn't go squish. I would just like kind of squeeze it just a little, just enough to like put a little bit of pressure, and not enough to actually break the plastic. And I just kind of like fidget with it in my hand.
It's the new
Just
fidget
idly.
spinner. You heard it here, guys. It's
Oh God, no!
new fidget spinners.
Oh God, I don't know what is worse. What's worse? Fidget spinners or Tide Pods?
Oh my gosh! At least
Oh my gosh, we need a fidget spinner shaped like a Tide Pod.
that's what I was saying.
I've already seen it.
Or a Tide Pod made out of fidget spinners. Or shaped like a fidget spinner. There we go.
So at my
Fidget spinner. I've seen the fidget spinner made out of Tide Pods.
I'm so glad the fidget spinner has died. At my work, we would sell fidget spinners on pens.
Yeah, same here. We actually had a Hallmark cards that had fidget spinners in them.
It's stupid.
Oh. Yeah.
And the worst part is the one time we got rid of all of our fidget spinner pens. I was so happy. The next day we had another shipment.
Oh.
I think did we finally sell out of those? Fuck. Yes, that's what I thought we sold out of them because we have all the regular pens that don't have fidget spinners on them. Fuck fidget spinners. Says the girl who has about 4 running around somewhere.
You better go catch them.
I own 4 of them.
Oh. God.
Yeah.
I have my bottle cap collection has grown.
Your what?
Bottle cap collection.
Bottle cap. That's not what I thought you said at first.
She's preparing for the apocalypse.
There you go.
Yeah. I've got over 200 caps now.
Throw them at zombies. They'll be great.
Zombie spinners?
Zombie spinners. There you go.
Battle
Fidget
cats.
zombies.
Zombie apocalypse happens. What you do is you get a bunch of cats and you train them to attack, and then you make like armor and stuff for them. Make them your battle cats.
That sounds like a really bad mobile app. waiting to happen.
You mean
It's
like,
actually
wait. You mean
the
like,
Battle Cats is already a game, a mobile game, where you use
Where's the fidget spinner
different
at?
kinds of cats to what
A
was the
fidget spinner made out of cats, guys.
oh god.
It's got cat heads. Just flick it, and they bite you.
Ronnie, you'd love
I'd like
that.
to see you catch Serenity and make her a fidget spinner. Jared would kill you.
Army of armored battle cats.
Battle cat fidget spinners. Complete change of
Got new
subject.
phone.
You guys ever heard of the game called genital jousting?
What?
Yes. The game is so ridiculous.
The sad thing is, my boyfriend owns this game.
Should I be the slightest bit concerned at all?
We're all concerned for him.
well, yeah, we're all concerned.
No, but Markiplier has played this game. That's the only reason why I know of it.
I have some friends that
Markiplier played this game,
play it.
so of course we know of this.
I have some friends that play it, and I've watched them play it a couple times, and oh my!
Watch
God,
your
this
friends
game.
play genital jousting.
Yes,
Gross.
through like the through it was through like the Steam thing, like you know on Steam you can go and your friends can stream their games to you.
You watched it through a camera.
No, it was like screen share, sort of. Like, you know how Steam has that, Steam has that thing where, like, you can go and watch your friends play games?
Yeah, kind of like how Discord has.
Yeah, it's basically that. That's where I watched them playing it on. And, my god, that game.
It's entertaining to watch, especially when you, like, because I know Mark was playing it with Wade and Bob. And of course, you know, when those three get together, it's hilarity ensues.
It's fun with friends. It's a game that's fun to play with friends.
Preferably same gender.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah, preferably.
Reminds me of Prop Hunt. Want to play?
Hi, Ronnie. Bye, Ronnie.
I'm gonna start tagging people. I'm gonna get this group together.
Oh gosh. I'm trying to think what else there is to kill her. I still can't believe the Tide Pod
Laser's
challenge
on.
has gotten. What? What?
Or lasers online.
What?
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 I just saw it. How many times do I have to repeat this?
The what is more of shock than questioning.
I just poked him saying, "Psst, are you alive?"
Libertarian banned from Facebook for Tide Pod joke that mocks liberals.
Oh my god.
Tide Pod challenge has some local stores locking up their detergent.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Tide Pod challenge has prompted 86 calls to poison control in 2018 alone. We are 24 days into a new year, and we're having countless people just ingesting poison for no fucking reason.
It's so stupid. It's what it comes down to.
Like, so it has inspired a lot of really funny off things. Like, I know there is a Tide Pod drink, but it's not made from Tide Pods. It looks like a Tide Pod.
No,
And
it's
even
like
the people who made it are like, please do not drink detergent. we can't believe we have to tell you this, but do not eat Tide Pods.
Yeah, it's just like a little shot that's got the Tide Pod colors. It's like I think Blue Caraco, Bailey's, and
Vodka.
Kahlua, I think. Vodka,
Yeah.
that's right. Vodka, Blue Caraco, and Bailey's. It's just in a little shot glass.
Yeah, you and
A
I
little
must have the same
blue,
kind of
white, and orange
Facebook.
shot. Yeah, it actually sounded like a pretty good drink, to be honest. So apparently, some people are hating on Snoop Dogg because he
People have been
got
hating
on
on
Twitch
Snoop Dogg since
and
Snoop Dogg was a thing.
no, people are hating on Snoop Dogg because he got on Twitch and pretended to stream a game. Like he got on and had the game playing like he had the game streaming like he was playing and all, and then he like pulls up a blunt and starts smoking on stream. And everything, people start going, what? He's only pretending to play lame and all this. Like, it's meant to be like promotional for the game. Like, yeah, he's doing it as like a promotional stunt endorsing the game and all. He's sitting there chatting with other players that he's with and all that. And on stream, and people are getting upset at him for it because he wasn't actually playing the game.
Snoop Dogg fakes being a gamer. Gamers outraged.
Oh, he is a gamer, but he plays games like Madden and stuff. Where is some of these comments? Oh yeah, someone said on a stream of Snoop Dogg smoking pot, and all he says he so obviously doesn't care about this game. Like someone's exact words. He even let's see. Someone said, when you smoke as much as Snoop, you transcend keyboards and just do shit with your mind.
Oh my god!
What he said at the end was the best, though. Where was it? Where was it when they said what's in the end of the video? Where was it?
Something related to swatting.
Oh gosh.
I just came across an article about how that was the 49th shooting of the school year. This year. 2 teens killed, 17 injured.
Oh.
And the worst part is all the 10-year-olds and whatnot, all the immature people, they're making jokes about shooting up schools, and it's not funny.
That's something you don't. Yeah, that's something you don't joke about.
When you have almost as many shootings in a school year as you have states, there's an issue. It shouldn't have gotten this far.
Gun law control.
No, and who are they blaming for school shootings? They're blaming the people.
Yep.
They're blaming they're blaming the parents and the kids, when really they should be looking at trying to make the schools better. I mean, the only way to get rid of something is to remove its reason for being. You don't want so many school shootings. Fix your goddamn public schools.
Well, this one was in Kentucky.
Still, if some kid is...
I do agree that
he needs to... If some kid feels like these things are so bad that he needs to shoot up his school, something is wrong with at school.
Something is wrong at school, but
environment.
They need to be able to figure out, be able to detect whether they're coming in with guns or not.
Okay.
Put a
okay.
metal detector in the beginning of most schools if you have to. I know
Well,
you're not going to be able to afford that.
a lot of schools in certain environments do. Okay. When it comes to the school intervening to prevent something from happening ahead of time, a problem that people don't always realize is, and this is coming from someone who was bullied heavily in school, someone who dealt with a lot of that shit in school. I tried to go to the teachers for help, and all that got me was more bullying. I would go to the teacher over one person, and the teachers would think that they quote unquote resolved it. And no, what would happen is literally the first time I did it, we walked out of the counselor's office. I got hit and told I do that again, and my ass is getting beat after school. There wasn't anything resolved. There wasn't anything that changed. The level of bullying actually got worse for me, and I was threatened if I did that again, it was going to get even worse. There are times where people are like, "Oh, well, go to this person, go to that person, get help, get help."
That's not going to happen because it makes everything worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's something I don't think a lot of people quite realize because of that.
Yeah, they don't. Same thing happened to me back in middle school. I would
Same
get
thing to
bullied,
me.
and when I tried to do what they said I was supposed to do, it always blew back up in my face because no one did anything about it.
Uh-huh.
And then eventually, I almost got kicked out of school because these couple of kids kept trying to fight me in the middle of school, and then they just beat me up.
Yeah, that's something I don't think a lot of people seem to get here.
Yep. Yeah, the only way I managed to stop it was by almost killing one of them. Like, because of it, I was angry and stuff, and I hate that that's what I had to do. I'm glad it wasn't, but I understand how these kids that are bullied and end up, feel like they're wanting to shoot up the school or something because of bullying. Because I was in that same exact position back in middle school. I felt that same exact way. That's how I dealt with it. I nearly choked a kid to death in the locker room. I lifted him off of the ground by his neck. Luckily, and I was lucky he didn't report me for trying to kill him. He didn't bother me again after that. But I shouldn't have. That should never have come to that.
I agree. When I was in middle school, I had a kid who did the same thing to me, except he was unprovoked. He tried to kill me because he didn't like me. And every single time I ended up in the office because of him, the office ladies would be like, "Oh, it's because he likes you." Even after I got sent to the office because he tried to kill me.
Oh, he only tried to kill you because he liked you.
Exactly. He likes you. That's why he picks on you.
Yeah, he's flirting at you with death.
Exactly.
It frustrates me how many people don't seem to understand the issue that people run into.
Or that don't even try to understand. They just count it off as they just discount it off as something, and then don't think about it.
Yeah.
Especially when it's their job to to take these things seriously and actually resolve them.
Give me 1 second. I'm listening.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
It is, especially from the view of the victim child who's being bullied.
Yeah, well,
the one who would possibly be the school shooter.
Yeah, well, like I was told repeatedly that there's nothing that anyone, my parents basically told me, suck it up because there's nothing that we can do. And it's not like they wanted to sit there and just let me be bullied, but it was one of those, they realized the most they could do is comfort me at home, and that was it.
Yeah.
There just comes a point where you realize kids are kids, dicks are dicks, and if you're going to get, apart from being yanked out of school and schooled in private, you're just destined to be, yeah. It sucks,
Yeah.
but it's the way things are.
Yeah, and it needs to change, but the people who have the power to change it are too stupid or don't care enough to do what needs to be done about it. They go off and do other things or something else that they think will fix it when it really doesn't, when it really won't.
The problem is times have changed since back then, and that's also the hard part too.
Yeah. It's
Honestly, I kind of feel one part of it is the mandatory schooling. Like it is in the law, is illegal to not put your child through school. Growing up and all, which I understand for the reason for the law, but I feel like that does play into this because a lot of those kids who are the bullies just don't really want to be there. They don't care about school or education or anything like that. They just see it as an excuse to take out their, take out their, they see it as a place they can just take out their angers and frustrations on other people, and a place where they just constantly get told how bad they are or they're not good enough for something. Or that they need to change from who they are because who they are isn't right.
Hey, push your button.
what about pushing a button?
Yeah. I mean, they even put the blame on the bullies at the schools for this, when it is partially their fault, but it's also not entirely their fault. People are different. Everyone's different. Everyone deals with different things in different ways. The bullies, their way of dealing with their situation in life is by being bullies. If you want to stop that, if you want to get rid of bullies, find some way to help them deal with their situation. You have to have people who can help them find some way to deal with their situation other than bullying. Some other outlet, so they don't have to be so mean. So they don't be so mean all the time.
Yeah.
They give them a place where they can feel safe, where they don't have to do these, bottle up their emotions and become bullies.
Well, that's always been an issue, even when we were kids. The problem is they're dealing with it differently than we ever did.
Yeah.
We had to suck it up and deal with it, and kids these days, they're just like, oh, I don't have to put up with this. I'm going to resort to drastic measures and do it.
Well, okay, and part of that comes down to a two-parter, and I'm not lying. There's a two-parter in this. The first part is, like, back when I was in school, if I had $1 for every time I asked if I was going to come in and shoot up the school, I probably could have paid for a surgery I want. and seeding that thought in people's minds constantly. Just constantly making the comment of, why don't you do, are you going to do this? Are you going to do this? And most people would ask me as the whole concept of, they knew I was being bullied so heavily. And if you know that someone's being bullied that heavily, that's a stupid question to ask them. But still, they would ask me the question to be like, well, if you do it, you're not gonna, you're not gonna target me, right? Right? Well, you're seeding that idea. You're putting that idea in the other person's mind. That got asked to me so many times. It's stupid. Then on top of that, the amount of news coverage that gets done for all of those, which I mean, mind you, they're important things to cover. But when a school shooting happens, it gets heavy coverage. And that means a kid who's sitting at home who's being bullied is going to see that. And well, there's another spot that's going to see the thought in their mind.
Yeah.
If kids saw less of, I'm not even going to talk about like gun violence in gaming or other stuff like that, because I don't think that has nearly as big of a cause as a lot of people do. But more like gun violence when it comes to talking about the shootings and people even teasing the whole concept in school. Oh, you're not going to do this. That's constantly seeding a thought into a kid who's being heavily bullied and tormented.
Mm-hmm. Who just wants it all to end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, the gun violence and all that. Train of thought. Come here. Just here. Where did you go? Yeah. Yeah. Like you said, with the gun violence and all, with the news, with the media's heavy coverage of all this violence and school shootings, the way they portray them to a child, it would seem like, hey, maybe if I do this, I'll get some recognition. I'll finally get some recognition that I have this problem, or or that I can get, or that I can get out here and someone can see me, and maybe help me or something. Bad. I mean, honestly, I don't think like violence in video games and all plays as much into that as a lot of people think. In fact, I believe that in a lot of cases, that violence in the video games and all actually works to the counterpoint as a sort of outlet for these feelings and thoughts in some cases, not in all cases.
I'm going to disagree with you slightly there. Because as someone who used with a 9-year-old who played a lot of very gun-heavy video games, guns don't scare kids anymore. We used to be very, do not touch a gun ever. They're very dangerous. Just don't ever. And they're kind of numb to it because they can pick up a gun in a game and shoot people and it means nothing.
I'm gonna step in there for a two-part thing there. I grew up on a farm. I grew up in the country. I was taught gun safety at like 10 or 11 years old. I held a rifle and shot it many times from like 9 all the way up until just a few years ago. But I was taught to respect firearms, to aim them and all this other stuff, and to be careful with them, not that they were just used for anything else. And I have more than many a times when I've had a really bad day, when I'm really pissed off, hopped into an FPS or something like that. I typically go for brawler games instead, where I can just beat the shit out of things instead of shoot them. But I've gone into a game just to blow off steam.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about, where it works for some and not for others.
I won't argue that the oversaturation of games like Call of Duty and Battlefield definitely haven't desensitized us to guns, though. But so has a lot of news coverage.
Yeah, desensitization also plays into helping with all of these school shootings that we've been having. The reason we've been having so many, so much, that now kids are kind of becoming desensitized to them. Like, that's a thing that happens. I might as well. I'll do this and I'll get, famous and be another school shooter or whatever. It's kind of there's a bit of desensitization going on. They're not being as shocked and horrified as they should be at these horrible acts being committed because they're covered so much, so often. Like me personally, I'm a bit with Jay. I grew up around guns. I was taught from a young age gun safety and taught to respect guns and firearms. They're not just some toy you can pick up and start messing with or anything. They're very serious, and it probably is part of why I can hop into a game like Call of Duty or an FPS and go, blow off some steam or whatever, shoot people, and because I know that in real life this is something I should not do, and so these feelings inside that make me want to do stuff like that when I'm mad, it gives me an outlet to let them out.
Hey,
So that
sorry. Sorry to cut this short. I gotta get going.
All right.
Oh God, it's 6:30. Yeah.
Yeah, we probably need to start wrapping this up. Oh,
Yeah, we do.
shiitake mushrooms. Something happened apparently yesterday, and I just happened to miss it. Aaron, aka Ego Raptor, is tweeted out something about the Real Good touring. If YouTubers, streamers, and digital content creators who want to tour a live show with them need to hit them up, and they have their website. He has their website linked. Apparently, they're going to. That's interesting.
It is.
I just happened to check Twitter and seen that people had done things.
Guess we should probably start wrapping up then. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start wrapping up. If you all want to do your outros.
Oh gosh, I haven't done my outro in forever. I need to go look at my Twitter. Oh wait, why shouldn't I? I should know this.
Yeah,
I should know my darn Twitter handle. This is how much I use Twitter. I use it to follow Donald Trump and Tide.
I guess I'll go first for once then.
Whoa.
Whoa, yeah. Usually second last. Alright. Rivet Rose, you can catch me on Twitter at Rivet Rose. I have a Facebook that's not active, a YouTube that has no content, hopefully one day. Rivet Rose. Yeah.
Oh gosh, okay. I'm gonna try not to butcher my outro. Okay. So I've got a Twitter handle that's Hawthorne with an E. It's got an E at the end of it. Hawthorne Runny.
That's what you use with Hawthorne Heights.
Ha ha, funny. Absolutely funny.
Nobody's ever made that connection before, right?
Right! Just like everybody makes the runny nose thing. Yeah, totally.
It's like the riveting joke.
You might be able to spot me in the YouTube channel R Gamer Does Random or something. I think that's what it is now. I don't know. I think he changed it. But yeah, that YouTube channel I'm kind of a part of a little bit. Yeah, that's about it. I'm not giving my Facebook to you people. Got enough problems with it already.
All right,
We're not going to hear from Dragon Rider. I think he's gone.
Oh no.
Yeah, he and Moon were both muted for like the longest time, and then Moon just left.
Yeah, I noticed.
Pretty sure John just left, or just kind of walked off.
Well, I mean, I'm really, really good at annoying people.
No, you're not annoying people. It's just him. He's probably getting ready for his stream.
Yeah. Or didn't he say he had a meeting on Discord also?
No, there's a server. There was a server VC going on, but I think it's gone.
Well,
No.
I have been ArticJay. You can find me on youtube.com/ArticJay, twitter.com/ArticJay, Twitch.tv ArticJay. If you get the running theme, you can probably find me on most other social medias. That's probably the most sarcastic outro I've ever done.
Wait, oh wait, are you ArticJay? I don't know. I couldn't tell from all the different usernames you have. You have so many.
So many usernames. I know, right?
I forgot. I have a Twitch too. I forgot what it's called. It's called Runny Itty.
Oh yeah, so do I.
Yeah, I never use my
You also
Twitch.
catch me at...
I've only streamed twice.
I need to see if I can actually stream now. Probably not, but maybe I can stream something easy, like Wasteland 2 or something. You catch me at Twitch on Rivet Rose.
Nobody really watches, except for my friends, because I suck.
My computer's not even good enough to stream.
Well, you can find Dragon Rider at Dragon Rider... was it Dragon Rider 393 on YouTube, and you can find...
He's on Twitch under Dragon Rider 393, and I'm pretty sure he's under Twitter under the same handle.
Yep. And if you want to find Moonlight, her link is in the description down below.
There you go.
But if you want to find him on Facebook, it's Dragon Rider 498.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What?
Ooh, that's a joke. Don't actually take that as real.
Hey, Rivet, you and I
The one person watching that I just realized is me. Literally everyone else has left the stream.
Rivet, you and I should start a new to streaming Twitch. And just screw everything up together.
Yeah. I'd love to, as long as I don't have to be the one streaming.
Be like, hey,
I don't think my poor little
crap.
dual core processor can take it.
It's like 2 seconds into the stream, crash. Get it back up, crash. Could be the stream of non-stop crashes. How many times has this crashed? 50. How many seconds are we in? 52.
2. 50 crashes in 2 seconds. I don't know how it's possible, but we did it.
Guinness World Record. We need to stop being dorks so we can wrap this up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hit the stop button at this point. Thank you all. You all have fun. This has been the Nerd Podcast. You can find us 3 Nerds, 1 Channel, and as always, you guys have fun. We'll see you later. See you next week. Blah blah blah. Hopefully, we'll have a Poe of Lasers. Bye.